welcome back to Queensland Country Park. This time I'm going to be showing you the newest show lodge. It's a Pemberton holiday lodge and we've started outside for a reason, and that is just to showcase this amazing new decking that's gone down. It wraps around the side and then the front of the lodge, and I'll be showing you a little bits of the front, and also there is the secret back balcony, which is so exciting, and it's just a brilliant way to separate you from the outside. You know, if you have dogs, they can be outside and secure all at once, and I just think it's just such a nice way to finish your holiday lodge off. And also with the outside, I love these lights and I just wanted to show them, because when you're coming home from a night, you know, you've been to a restaurant, this is going to guide you home. I just think they're so cute. So I think that's everything for the outside. Let's go in. I am going to start with the dining room, because when you come in, look how nicely it's been set as well. I just think this is such a beautiful place, the way you can host guests or have your dinners in the evening, the drop lights as well, to have your meals, to have your drinks, and to enjoy your evenings or your breakfasts. That brings us into the kitchen, and I know it may seem a bit cozy, but this space, it's more than enough to walk through with your food, and that does bring me to the fridge, and I think this is so cool. Such a cool feature that I think it's becoming more and more popular nowadays, and it's opening both ways. So it's like in the fridge when you open it, which may sound ridiculous, but it does really look cool on the design. We have freezer space just below, 2 drawers full, so I think that's more than enough. I'm gonna put my ice lollies in here in summer. Not that we've had much one in 2024, but you can fit more than enough stuff in there. That brings me to, I think this is such a forgotten feature in many kitchens, especially when you're on holiday. It comes in so handy, is your drinks cooler. So you can put your drinks in there, forget about them, come back, and they're gonna be chilled to the perfect temperature that you set it at. And it's just a nice little bit of luxury that is sometimes overlooked, but it's great to have. We also have your integrated microwave. It's at the perfect height. You don't have to, you know, lean over the counters. So coming round, cameraman, you follow me, we have a kitchen island, and sometimes I think kitchen islands can take away space, but this, I think, if you come this side, you can see this amazing storage built in all the way down. And I don't know if you just saw that. Let me try it again. Open this. Is that soft close? I don't know about you, but there's something so satisfying about a soft close. And it's a feature throughout this lodge. I love it. Another thing I love, and I know I talk about things I love quite a lot on this, but these lodges are phenomenal. I do not cook on induction hobs. So when I saw this gas cooker, it's just perfect. And I don't know, can you see the size of that? You're not skimping out on any meals when you're on holiday, because you can cook anything you want on this. It's so powerful, perfect. You also have your 2 ovens. I think that covers it for the kitchen. As you can see, everything's built in and ready to go. So as I spoke about before, 2024 summer, it hasn't been the best. A lot of rain, a lot of cold, and I know when I go on holiday, I don't want to make a mess in the main living area once I've come from the rain. Luckily, this lodge has you covered, and that is this room. There's something so wonderful about having a dedicated wet room, laundry room, utilities, and to have that on holiday when you're relaxed in your lodge and not have to worry about your wet weather gear soaking all over the floor. You can have a dedicated space for it. You bring your dogs in and they're covered in mud. You don't have to worry here. You've got a dedicated area to make all of that just a little bit easier. It's got its own separate entrance that is right by the gate. Really, so it's so handy. You're not having to come in through the main area at all. You can sort yourself out here, put all your wet weather gear away, and then go and relax inside. So, talking about relaxing, I am going to bring you now to the living room, and the size of this living room, it's just wonderful. I feel like no one's cramped in, and no one being cramped in a lodge when you have a full-size sofa, 2 massive armchairs, and a coffee table as well, and you have Look, let me look. It's, the amount of space you have in here is ridiculous, but it's ridiculously good. You have your integrated, super modern and sleek. I love these fireplaces that they've been putting in lodges recently. This is the second one I've seen in this style, and I just think it's beautiful. And I don't think that kind of style is going to age or date at all. So it's just wonderful. Behind you, and I want the cameraman to pan up because let's address these wooden beams. They aren't structural. They are purely decorative. And I absolutely love them because it makes me feel like I'm in a wood cabin. And that's exactly, I think if you're in a holiday lodge, you want that feeling. And this just fuels that holiday fantasy that we all have of getting cozy in a cabin and being surrounded by wood, and it's great. So that covers it for the main living area, but it doesn't end there, because I know on holiday, if you've got kids or if you've got guests, you might want a little bit of separation to do your own thing when people are entertaining in the main living area. And that is when the snug comes in very handy. And I can't believe you don't have one, but two living areas in a lodge. Beautiful how you can separate yourself away from the guests, but still feel integrated at the same time with these beautiful glass panelled doors. I'm going to keep those open so we can make our way back out into the living area in a second. But I just want to pan over here where you can start to see this beautiful wraparound balcony decking area, is that we have again another entrance. So you don't have to just come into this room and have to then leave through the living area. You can open up the space, you get that fresh air in, especially when it's sunny. This is going to be very warm and so cozy, winter, summer, all year round. So if you're knitting, if you're reading, whatever your hobbies may be, you can take your own time and do them on your own in there. Now, that is the living area, the dining area, kitchen, and the wet room. And I feel like we're just getting started with this lodge because my favourite room is coming up at the end. I will show you it. First, we're going to start with the one of two bedrooms this lodge has. As you can see, I feel like this is quite a standard lodge design, but they do it so well every time. It has that single headboard. This is like a velvety material. I can't quite explain it, but it's so soft and very easy to wipe down. The two singles, quite big singles. I don't know what the standard size is, but I feel like this is more than enough room if you have grandkids or children, or even if you're accommodating guests overnight. It's the perfect room for it. And it doesn't take away from the fact that they have their own built-in wardrobes, because I think with single rooms sometimes they're put into quite small areas, especially guest rooms, where they might not have the space for a built-in wardrobe. This is not the case here. We have a built-in vanity area, and we have built-in wardrobes and overhead cupboards. So you could, even if you're not accommodating anyone, it's extra storage for linens and towels. And that's what I love, putting in like cupboards. More than enough space. And I have just hit the handle on these. Oh, I just love these, these tall radiators. In my house, they're all the short ones, and I really want to take these and put them in my own home, maybe one day. So moving away from this room, I want to show you the shared bathroom. It's two bathrooms. One is the ensuite, the master room, and then this is the shared. And I don't know what it is about this, but it screams to me hotel, those 5-star hotel. I don't know what it is. It may be the lit mirror or this black framed shower. I don't know what it is about black framed showers, but I feel like they just scream luxury to me. It's like a new style that I'm seeing more and more, especially with the black hardware. I'm going to get in the shower and show you how large this shower is. Like look at that. That's my arms outstretched basically. And it's the good thing about this, and I think I have to highlight, is the accessibility. I know there is a small step, but compared to many walk-in showers, that's pretty standard. And then you have all of this space to maneuver in. So it's very accessible. And yeah, this black hardware, I just love it. I'm a big fan. I do actually have black hardware in my own home, and I absolutely love it. It's my favourite choice and one of my own home designs. We have under sink storage, which is key because I don't like having anything by my sink. I want it all clear. And then so all of my stuff goes under the sink, and I bet a lot of people are the same. So let's move on to the master bedroom. Now this is what I was saying before, is my favourite room that I've left to the end. And I know it's one room, the master bedroom, but really it's more than one room, and I'll show you what I mean when we come inside. Straight away, out again. These vertical radiators, look at that. It's beautiful. It doesn't even take away from the room, even though it's a massive radiator. So this room, as you can see, master bedroom, ensuite, so much wardrobe space, but I feel like the whole room is modular. It's made up of multiple parts and they just flow so nicely together. What I mean by that is, here we have the vanity area. It's dedicated for, you know, getting ready. You have your storage, you can put your cosmetic products in it, your little knickknacks, and you can get ready here in peace, away from everything else. Then we go to the bed area. Again, we have this, I don't know, velvety material. That's what I'm going to describe it as. Right next to these wooden panels that, like the wooden beams, I feel like it really brings you back to that cabin feel, like I'm cozy in the middle of a forest, trees all around me. It just really brings you back to that. You have your beautiful bed, made up lovely. It looks so beautiful, like I'm in a 5-star hotel, and your 2 bedside tables. That brings you then to the, did you say the dressing area? I was going to say the wardrobe area, but that doesn't sound very good. The dressing area. And I know maybe people do really like a walk-in wardrobe, but this basically is that. You just have no separation here. So it is a dedicated area for all of your dressing needs. And I say that because you could have every piece of clothing you've ever owned and still have space left over. You have so much, you know, lower storage. I know I would put all my shoes in here because I need a separate area for my shoes. I just don't want them mixing with my clothes. That's just me personally. And then you have your overhead area, and that is a feature throughout all of the wardrobes. So you have all of this separation and you can keep everything very nice and organized. And that is something I really appreciate, especially if it's my holiday home. And I know holiday homes, you know, you may go once or twice a year, or you spend a lot of time there in the year, but to have something where I have everything I need, I have all my stuff, and I'm not worried about running out of space, that's really important to me, and you wouldn't have that worry here. Now, the last room of the house is this, the wonderful ensuite. I say wonderful because it is very similar to the shared bathroom, but as you can see, you have just that little bit more space. So, like I've just said, and I've been saying the whole thing throughout this, is that you do have so much space. And I think with space, you tend to not get stressed and you feel very calm and relaxed. You're not moving things about, especially with a countertop like this in your bathroom. You can have your toothbrushes, you can have your cosmetics and your skincare, or you can put it away. Whatever you want, you're accommodated for in this room. And yes, it has the black hardware, which I just absolutely love, especially with this grey laminate. I believe these laminate panels, which are so easy to rub down as well. You don't have grout with these, which I think is such a blessing, because with no grout, it's a lot easier to clean. So I do want to summarize this lodge, and I know it may be quite repetitive of me, but I do want to bring and conclude with how spacious this place is. I feel like with the dedicated spaces, the snug, the living area, and then especially that master bedroom, you have so much space that you won't be worried. You can relax. There's no rearranging anything. And it's just one less thing to worry about when you're on your holidays. If you want to bring more and more items in, it can accommodate that. And that's what you want on holiday. You want a home away from home, especially in a holiday lodge like this. It's one of those lodges that, and I have been in many at this point in my life, it's one of the few that really made me think, wow, This is what lodges are being built like in 2024. It's mind-blowing. So that's where I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you liked this. If you did, please contact the Queensland Country Park Facebook page for more details. They're always replying on there, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.